Civil servants in Nasarawa State have been employed to complement the effort of government at improving the welfare of its workforce by giving their best in the course of carrying out their responsibilities. Director, Labour, Office of the Head of Service, Mrs. Belinda Oyigbenu, gave the charge during an event to identify with the Permanent Secretary, Office of the Head of Service, H.O.S. Oga, in Lafia on Friday. Our correspondent was at Government Secondary School, Bukansidi, Lafia. The reports. The event put together by the staff of Government Secondary School, Bukansidi, Lafia, to celebrate the former principal of the school, H.O.S. Oga, who was recently elevated to the position of Permanent Secretary, availed family, friends, staff and students a platform to applaud her contributions to the development of education and the state as a whole. Mrs. Belinda Oyigbenu, who represented the Office of the Head of Service at the event, explained that the current administration has put in place packages to better the lots of civil servants in the state, hence the need to support the government by being dedicated to their jobs.
And it has not just stopped there, it is still operating an open door because the Office of the Head of Service is open there for those of us who have complaints, and it is the duty of today's government to see that they are going to address such complaints. The government of the day has put in so many packages to better the life of civil servants, and I will expect that we also give the best by supporting the government of the day and doing what is expected of you as a civil servant.
Charging teachers on the need to brace up to their responsibilities of grooming good future leaders, Mrs. Oyigbenu warned them against truancy. Others who spoke at the occasion, including the Director of Schools, Mrs. Betty Nasarawa, Chief Evaluation Officer, Lafia Area Office, Tanimu Sarkin Noma, and the Proprietress of Bethany College, Mrs. Grace Otaki, as well as the representative of the Academic Staff Union of Secondary Schools, ASUS, Comrade Daniel Anyuabugayaru, all described her elevation as well-deserved, urging her to live above board in discharging her responsibility, just as they appreciated Governor Abdullahi Sule for recognizing the contributions of teachers to the development of the state.
Open your door to all. There are those that the moment they are on seat, you can't stand them. You can't even enter. That will not be happening.
It's not everyone that gets this opportunity. There are so many people, so many principals, so many directors that God has chosen you, and He knows why He has chosen you. And I know the kind of person you are. People will not regret meeting you. You are going to a tough place. Do it as government team. Don't do it as a compassionate person. I know you.
We are making an agreement that this promotion and step should be corrected. That will give the civil servant to know who is a senior to who. But as I'm talking to you, there is no seniority in civil service.
Earlier in an address, Acting Principal, Government Secondary School, Bukansidi, Lafia, Ombogadu Haruna, who bemoaned how teachers are often relegated to the background, lauded the state governor for appointing a teacher to occupy that position and pledged the school's support to the present administration. Responding, the celebrant H.O.S. Oga, who was posted as Permanent Secretary, Office of the Head of Service, appreciated the honor done her and promised to work for the overall development of the state.
To whom much is given, much is expected, says an adage. And it is on this note that speakers during the semaphore of the former principal of GSS Bukansidi Lafia, who has been elevated to the rank of Permanent Secretary in the State Civil Service, urged her to redouble effort in the course of carrying her a new assignment. From GSS Bukansidi Lafia, I am Patience Jacob, reporting.